Okay, so we are watching DATS, DBGI, let's see, IFRX, HCWB as well, TRIT, but DBGI is probably the one that I'm watching mainly. I was watching DATS, but it's sort of rejecting here. It's sort of fading, come to open, so I'm gonna wait for this one to set up on a 5 or 10 minute, but I'm gonna look for DBGI to make a move here. I wanted to pull back though. 5 and 10 minute look pretty solid to break higher. Well, at least the 10 minute does. The 5 minute doesn't look so hot right now. There's a break to 5. Okay, let's see. Big sellers here. 506. It looks like they keep moving and then putting their order again. Feels like they're still selling here a little bit, but then they just got taken out there. We'll see. A huge seller right there at 508. Jesus. I don't know if I like this one just because of how stacked they were right there. There they are again, 506. Breaking lower here. We had big support here at 485 though. I'm gonna wait for a 5 or 10 minute setup on this one. I could probably buy in here for the break back over 5, but I'd personally just want to wait on this one. TRIT's taking off though, apparently. Okay, so this one just got halted actually. So TRIT just got halted. HCWB is also making a move. It's coming into my resistance level here though on the 1 minute. Let's go back to DBGI. Okay, so now the 5 minute and 10 minute both look okay. They don't look so bad. I'd still rather wait for another 5 minute candle though. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to get in for a false break here. Let's go to DATS, see if DATS is curling here. HCWB, let's see if this one's actually coming back up. So it looks like the 5 minute on this one's actually going to cross, which is solid. Same with the 10 minute, so this doesn't look so bad actually for a move higher. I could potentially get in here. I just want this candle to sideways consolidate a little bit. Then we can, I don't want to see it just reject below 5 especially. I don't mind if it kind of just hangs out here at around 550. I could get in for the break of 550 all the way to 590. We could see if that'll work. But just gonna have to wait and see. I wouldn't want to see a break on this 1 minute candle. I'd want it to set up here, kind of like a bull flag at least, and then I can get in for the next 1 minute. Because the 5 minute still looks solid, and 10 minute they're both like crossing here, which I like. Here's a break of 550 is what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna get in here at 38. I'm gonna look for the 1 minute high to break over 50. 59 now. 60, selling there. So made a nice move. Sold a little early. Whoa, 63. I thought I sold around 66 or 68. That kind of sucks. Whatever. Worked out perfectly though. Hit the VWAP almost to the penny. It was only a couple cents off, so cool. But definitely sold too quick on it. That kind of sucks. I held it. I didn't sell too fast. Like, oh well, I guess I did now. Look at it ripping through 6. Wow. Jesus. So I should I definitely should have held or at least added to my position. So HCWB is actually halting now. Ah, really nice there. TRIT. See, this one's gonna resume here in about another minute. So really solid move there on HCWB. Let's go to DATS because DATS was making a similar move. See, but DATS couldn't hold its level. DATS actually rejected at VWAP. So that's what I was kind of nervous of HCWB, which is why I said I would have sold around 590 or around its VWAP. Obviously I didn't. I sold just for the high day break and then I just sold in that position there. I really wish I would have held. I don't know how many days in a row it's been in which something like this happens already. I sell and then it's kind of like and then boom, it shoots up. Next thing you know, it's halted or just makes a huge move and I miss out on the entire thing. So I didn't want it to be like I sold because as soon as I saw it break 50, then it flashed back down to like 52 or 50 or whatever, 48. That's where I was like, I should have taken profit at 55. But as soon as it popped back above 50 and went to 60, I was like, oh, this is looking solid. So I sold when it was at like 66, but I guess not. I think I hit 63. I don't know. I didn't want to risk what happened yesterday where I made money and then next thing you know, I took another trade and tried to get a little more greedy, but it obviously went up like 5 cents and then dropped on me. So really didn't want to see that happen again. TRIT resumed here. So big seller here at 50. Okay, so I guess they moved their order. They're not there anymore, but definitely keep an eye out for them because that's kind of weird how on DATS, I think on DATS it was a similar setup or similar move. Huge seller just stacking up out of nowhere, so oh no, it's DBGI, my bad. This is the one they were just stacking. So, HCWB. I'm feeling that this one's gonna end up like PHUN. Made a huge move and then it starts like fading for the rest of the day. Just because this one's coming up to its resistance level here. This is another resistance area. So around 650, and then next one we have is above 7 here, around 750 as well. So 750 and then 7. 7 is another resistance area, but on the chart here, at least in the 10-minute, it's looking like it's mainly 750. I would still keep an eye out for the whole dollar though, because those are typical spots of resistance. So 675 is our first one on the 5-minute though. Gotta keep an eye out for that. Daily resistance already broke. Next thing you know, this thing can actually go to about 750. Once it breaks 750, it has high day to 775 just about. So nice, we're up 66. Not so bad. Could definitely be up a lot more. Sold way too quick on this one in hindsight now, but that sucks. CLPS popping on the scans. Hit its 200 and now it's kind of just rejecting the level so far. Kind of big spreads. So HCWB are going to resume here in about another minute. So we'll keep this one on watch. Okay, so in about 20 seconds, HCWB should resume here. Not really sure what I want to see this thing do. I mean, realistically, I would like for it to pull back on VWAP, hold VWAP for sure, hold 6 for sure, and then start climbing up again. We can see a couple bull flag patterns here. So there's resumption. Next 5 minute just open, broke its high already. Let's see if we can get this pullback. Big seller at 6, 130,000 share seller at 6. 70 now. So I pulled back a lot. I just want to make sure that this thing can break above 6 again and hold. There's 615, so now it's back above 6. Should I wait for another 5 minutes? The 10 minute high already broke. I don't know. Now it's back below. A lot of red volume here. 5 minute already crossed. 10 minutes barely crossing, but there's a break lower. Let's see if this can. I want to see it hold 50 for sure. So it hit our resistance, I guess our support line twice already. 560. So our new resistance area is up here around 620. 630, my bad. So there's a pop to 20, 30, 50 now. Wow, that would have been an amazing trade right there. So here, hit our resistance area again, 690. Could buy the dip here. Well, too slow on that one. Was gonna get in at 50 there for a second. See if we can get a micro pullback around 50. Can I get a pullback to 50? Huge seller at 7. Dang. Double top at 7 for a second. If this candle can sideways consolidate, I'll definitely get in for the next candle to rip. Huge seller at 7 though. So double top at 7. I can get in here once I see that seller move. So let's say I got in here at 7. Hasn't broken yet, but it's coming really close. So 20,000 left. 17, 12, 9, 6. There's a break, but immediately hit another wall right there at 704. Wow. So massive rejection now. 620. That's why I didn't want to buy that, because last time that happened, it actually just took off without me. Like it just, started flying. But this time, I mean, we hit another wall right there, a huge seller at 704, and no, I wasn't feeling that. So now it's back below 5, back below 6 at 590. I don't know. Sideways right now for the most part. I just want to see if this thing can actually hold. I'm probably gonna take a 5 minute trade on it. I just want to see this thing hold above at least 650. So realistically, my entry should have been here when I seen that it was holding support on my support line here. I should have definitely taken an entry for that, even if it was for the next 1 minute to break through VWAP. I mean, I didn't think this one was just gonna go parabolic like that, but even then, I should have taken an entry here and just. Now in hindsight, I look back, I'm like, Jesus. So I can get in here for the break of 615, but I'm gonna wait and see what this wants to do. 5 minute doesn't look the best. I think that's what I'm gonna do, honestly, is just wait for the next 5 minute candle. So 615 all the way to 630 now. Just gonna wait it out. It's 37 now, so this would have been a nice trade. But again, I'm just gonna wait for the next 5 minute candle. It's running into resistance here on my, I guess, resistance line. So the next 1 minute I would like to see a break, but the 1 minute looks like it's coming to cross here, which I'm kind of nervous about. I'm gonna be careful here because the 1 minute looks like it does want to cross. So I think this is coming into potential of a false break. I'm really nervous about. So I think what I have to do is let this one cross on the MACD, wait for another 5 minute setup because this actually looks pretty bad. Doesn't look like it's actually going to continue higher. Maybe it might hit my support line here and I can take an entry. We can see a bounce back to 6. That'd be cool, but I think this 5 minute low is going to have to break. 5 minute low here is 565. Support lines, the first one's at 570, next one at 530 something. So yeah, 537. So definitely could have gotten in here on this dip, but I'm just gonna wait it out. I want to see it break that low and then pop back up. So there it broke. Broke 50 now. 40s, 30s. So there's a tap to my support line. Could have gotten in there at 30. But it's not holding, so 36 on the bid, 44 on the ask. So 10 minute looks pretty bad now. It doesn't look the best. This 5 minute would have to finish high. Like this 5 minute would actually have to finish around 6 somewhere for me to stay interested in it. But it's crossing on the 1 minute. We only have about 3 more minutes before this thing can actually do something. So I would say that this has to pop back up. Definitely come back above 550 and, you know, finish around 6 somewhere. But the way it's looking right now is it's potentially going to break 5. Maybe even get halted going down. So, I don't like the 5 minute at all. Let's go back to DATS, see if anything else is popping up here. DATS broke through VWAP for a second, but failed to hold its level. DBGI getting halted, wow. So definitely missed DBGI here, didn't see that. Perfect 5 minute setup there. 10 minute kind of tricky, I'd say, but perfect 5 minute. So wow, that was an amazing curl here. I didn't even see that. I should have been watching DBGI in the background. I know I had another one on watch, but really nice curl here. And the cross, forget about it. Once it crossed, Jesus. It did reject pretty hard, is what it looks like, and then it just popped all the way back up. So that's kind of weird to see, but I mean it made its move, so this thing's pretty strong. So DBGI should resume at 5205. But let's see what else is popping up here. TRIT popping back up. Next 1 minute candle, we can go in and get in for the break of 8 potentially. Let's say I take an entry at 82. Will this go my way or not? Might have to hold through some consolidation here. There might be a 2 candle pullback here, or if not just one, and then a rip through. So if I did take an entry, this would have been a little early, I think. There's 82 again, 90, 92. See if we can get the break of 8 though, 97. Big seller at 8, so I would have to have sold there. It's 97 again. It's having a hard time breaking 97. Usually it would just break that like nothing and then head straight to 8. So let's see. $99, there's 8, 810. Broke through really quick right there, so that should have been the entry. That was actually really fast. I don't think I could have taken that unless I got it on the candle prior. So that was a nice break at 8 there. So I'd definitely be going for the next 5 and 10 minute setup here because the 10 minute looks really strong now. 5 minute also looks clean. But where I have the next resistance would be here at, well, for sure 850 and then the break of 9 here for 920. So let me see if I can get a sideways consolidation because it has about 5 or 6 green candles in a row here for the most part. So I'd like to see a little consolidation, but not on this candle. I don't want to see it back below 8. Yep, that's nasty. Yeah, so, oh well, now I just should have taken my entry here. That would have been the best spot to take it, but it's alright. It's a nasty rejection though, right before the next 1 minute open. Kind of sucks. I read volume there. Crossed on the 1 minute MACD as well. 5 minute MACD looks like it's gonna cross too, so I don't know, I'm not feeling that one. Let's go to DATS. DATS, 5 minute curl on the MACD, but 10 minute cross. DBGI, this one's gonna resume here pretty soon. We still got another, about another minute, I'd say, a minute and a half almost. Let's go back to HCWB. Yeah, so the 5 and 10 minute on this one look pretty done. 1 minute looks like it's gonna curl here for a pullback, but I think that's all you're gonna get from it. I don't think this thing's gonna curl all the way back to 6. It's gonna need more time to do so. DATS. Just waiting on DATS. I want to see what this is gonna do. DBGI. The DBGI, we got about another 30 seconds on this one. I don't know. I don't think this one's gonna be strong. I think it's gonna pull back. I don't know how bad it'll pull back. I do want a pullback so I could take an entry, but the only thing I like about it is that it actually broke, or it's about to break its even pre-market high. So there's a pre-market high break. I do want to see this thing pull back though. If this just goes into another halt, I mean it's gonna go without me. I'm not gonna chase this one. Getting pretty extended now. So yeah, right into another halt. Now I just want to see it pull back. The next halt, I'm expecting a drop, but then this thing can just go parabolic, keep breaking higher and higher and higher. So it already came into its daily resistance level here that I drew out. It's another resistance level. Now it has room all the way up to what, 750. From 750, it also has room all the way up to about 870. So this thing definitely has room to fly now. I guess we're also coming into this resistance area here, 677. But I'd want this thing to pull back for sure. It's too extended for me up here. MITQ keeps popping on the scans as well. Spreads are kind of small, which is good. Not a big mover though. HCWB, let's keep an eye on one of these. Make sure they're not doing something like DBGI in the background. I mean, yeah. Let's go to DATS. DATS still hovering around VWAP. 10 minutes about to cross here though, so looking like it's going to go to the downside. IFRX. TRIT. So TRIT actually crossed above VWAP again. If anything, I'll get in on this one for the 5 minute high break, which is 816. So 820 right there. I could have taken an entry, but no. I wasn't feeling that one. Really nice move there though. I was debating to get in at 96, 796, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I wanted to pull back or just sideways consolidate here and then get in for the next rip. I was going for the 5-minute candle, so I was actually hoping for a 5-minute setup on this one, not just the 1-minute break. But I think it's going to do something similar to this last candle, have a huge break and then reject. I'm kind of hesitant to get in on this one, especially all the way up here. I wouldn't want to get in here. See if we can get that break at 850. Huge sellers at 850. Almost broke. See how hard this rejects though. If this can actually level out and continue holding, then it looks pretty solid, I'd say. I definitely want to pull back on it though. I missed my entry here. Somewhat of a sideways consolidation here, and then it just ripped higher. So missed out on this move for sure. Couple moves I already missed out on. So one right here, and then another one right here. So missed 2 moves on TRIT. I was waiting for the 5-minute on this one. The 1 minute on this one, I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't get in on it. So there's a quick pop through 860, almost 870. Now it's going back to 830. Shoot, is DBGI gonna resume? 57, so we still got about another minute and a half. HCWB, which one was I just watching? TRIT. TRIT is at 875 now. Still wanted to pull back a little bit. We can get a 2-candle pullback here that looks solid. Go for the break of 9. If it breaks below 850, I want to see it pop up though. Okay, so here's one pullback candle. Pulling back quite a lot. And see if we get a second pullback candle here or some sideways consolidation. If this can just stay within this range here, I'll definitely get in for the break of 75 and a rip through 9 potentially. I'm going to be a quick seller on this one just because I don't like how it sold off here dramatically. And also this candle here, when it broke through all the way to 850, it just slammed back to about 815 or something. I didn't like to see that. So this one has huge potential for drops, and I don't like that, so I'd be a very quick seller on this one. So far, it's holding its range, which I like. I'm just hoping that come to the last couple seconds, it's not just gonna pop up below or pop up above 875. I wouldn't want to see that. So far, it's holding its 850 level pretty well. Like 840s is working out, so. Well, try to get filled there at 850, but I guess it's a good thing I didn't get filled there. I just canceled my order. As soon as I'd seen that struggle around 850, I didn't like that. So kind of glad I didn't get filled there, but now obviously I'm regretting it because it just made the move. Yikes. Whatever. Break at 875 here, maybe. 880. So didn't quite get the break at 9 yet. 88, 89. I'm curious as to whether I would have held this position regardless if I actually did get filled. Kind of weird how my order was sitting on the bid and I wasn't filled though. I mean, I buy on the ask usually, but I mean, regardless, I should have been filled in that area. There's a lot of volume coming in. So all the way to 880, now to 850. Next 5-minute candle is going to open here. Same with the next 10-minute. Should I wait for another move or should I just take my profits? Up $66 today. Shoot, I forgot about DBGI. So this one resumed, got halted going down, so couldn't hold this level. I'm not surprised though. TRIT. I still want to see this one for a 5 and 10 minute setup because the 10 minute doesn't look bad at all. So 875 is a resistance area for sure. It's having a hard time breaking above, especially 880. For sure, it's having a hard time for 9. It hasn't even shot up close to 9 yet. But I don't know. Want to see a pullback here, or at least some consolidation. I mean, it's been sideways this whole time pretty much. See if we get the break of 9 here though. 95, 97, 98, 99. Big seller at 9 here though. So didn't quite touch 9 yet. It came really close though, hit 99. Kind of want to see it pull back. 5 minutes not going to look the best if it pulls back though. Same with the 10 minute. So honestly, I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. I think, you know, I missed several entries on TRIT already. Missed one here, missed another one here, missed a third one here. So, I don't know. Just didn't get those. And then back to HCWB. Go back to this one. Missed a huge ride here. Definitely missed another entry here. I could have got in when I seen that it hit my support line. Could have bounced up red to green, whatever. But I don't know. Didn't get in on that one either. So missed about 4 or 5 moves today. That's all right. We'll always be back tomorrow. So definitely made my loss back from yesterday. Put myself in the green again. I'm coming up close to 2,000, making that $200 loss back slowly but surely. And I guess we'll see what Friday has. I might take a trade, might not take a trade. I took a trade on Facebook yesterday in my options account, betting that it was going to go down. Then all of a sudden, I get in at like 314.50 or 315 area, and then it just surges on me all the way to 318 or something, and I had to stop out. So today, same situation. I was going to buy in for the break at the daily low. But honestly, down here, it's looking like a buy to me. It's getting kind of extended below its 200. So I think I'm going to get long here. But then again, we're coming up to Friday. I don't want to have theta eat all my profits. So I might just wait till next week to actually make a move or take a position on which direction or whatever I'm going to go with. So probably won't take any trades in the options account because I like to day trade those. Sometimes I swing them, but for the most part, I day trade in that account as well. So I don't know. Facebook definitely could have made some money today. It opened at around 312 area, 313. So definitely would have been up a little bit, but I don't know. Didn't take down either. So here's HCWB curling again. Perfect 1 minute curl here on the 1 minute. But I don't know. No more trades for me today. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here with a $65 or $66 gain and call it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.